So now I'm going to show you how to set up a one-channel Somatic Vision design. So you'll use this setup whenever you're training a single channel and you want to play one of the games, either Inner Tube or Dual Drive Extreme, the spaceship game, or the race card game. So I'm going to go ahead and open up BioExplorer. When you do, in the designs, there will be a specific design for this setup. So just go to Design, Open. You want to make sure you're selecting a one-channel Somatic Vision. So pretty simple, you're training one channel. Somatic Vision is the company that makes the games. So go ahead and launch that. Alright, so you want to navigate, first things first, you want to navigate to your signal diagram. So you want to double check and make sure that all of the frequencies are set to the appropriate training frequencies. Now these should have been given to you in your chart or told to you by me or another one of the techs or Dr. Hill. But basically you want to make sure that these match your low inhibit, your reward, and your high inhibit. This particular setup would be appropriate for, say, maybe C4 minus A1. If you wanted to change any of these values, it's really simple. You just need to double click the box. You just type in, say maybe you want to change this, make 4 to 10 maybe. Type in 4, hit the tab button, hit 10, hit enter, it changes it. Probably wouldn't use that set of frequencies for this particular training, but that's okay. I'm just going to change it back for fun. Alright, so that's how you change your frequencies. So once that's done, you don't have to worry about anything else in this diagram. So you can go ahead and flip back to your Instruments 1 diagram. So anytime you're setting up, it's good to remember you're really responsible for setting up 4 things. So you want to make sure you have the right design open, which we've done. You want to make sure your frequencies match what's given, which we've done. You also want to check and make sure that your timer is set to the correct time for training. Here you can see what it is currently set to. If you wanted to go in and change that, you go to the Sessions tab here. You go to the timer, and then you select the right time. So this gives you hours, minutes, and seconds. So you want to change the minutes section most likely. Just select it and type in however long you want to train and hit OK. This tells us that it'll automatically stop the training session after 27 minutes. And then, so the last thing you want to make sure that you've set up is your amp. You want to make sure your amplifier is connected and that it's in the correct mode. So here we can see that the amp is in fact connected, but we want to double check still and make sure it's in the correct mode. So to do that, you want to drag this BioExplorer window down so you can see the amplifier command window behind it. You want to make sure that if you're training neurofeedback, normal neurofeedback, you want to be in EEG mode. Basically, you want it to look exactly how it looks here. If you saw anything else, if you saw that it was in EEG offset or 4-channel, you might notice that down here on the BioExplorer, now you see there are 4 channels here. So if you ever see that, that should be a red flag that you need to go and double check your amp's mode, but you should always kind of get in the habit of that for good measure. Anyways, you want to make sure you're in EEG mode and that you don't want to be in linked refs or anything else. Just turn anything else off if it's on and just make your screen look like this. Alrighty, so that takes care of BioExplorer. Like I said before, everything else is pre-configured. You don't need to worry about it. You don't need to worry about anything down here. It should all be set. If you ever just wanted to double check though, these values here should always read 65, 65, and 95 unless otherwise specified. And you always want to be in decrease, increase, decrease. This is telling us that this first low inhibit, we're asking your brain to decrease that in amplitude. Same with this higher high inhibit. We want to be decreasing that. And we want this one, the reward band, to be increasing. So it kind of makes sense. Alrighty. So with this game setup, the if you want to play a game, you set up BioExplorer as we just have, and then you have to open up the game itself. So in order to do that, you just hover over the taskbar, or find wherever your game is, and you want to launch it. So say we want to play Inner Tube. You can go ahead and open it up and pick your spaceship. You might get a trial use error, or you can, if you haven't registered your game, you'll get the option to use these trials. And then once those run out, we'll provide any remote trainers with their serial so that you don't get this warning anymore. But if you get the trial warning, just go ahead and use a trial. So once you launch the game, you'll see a few windows pop up. So you'll see this BioExplorer measurements window. This is the window that's telling you the status of the connection between your game and BioExplorer. You can see some server values here. Basically, you want this to look like it is here, and otherwise just hide the window. If it looks different, you might get an error, and we can go over that another time. But basically, just go ahead and hide this measurement window. And then here you'll see the game settings window. This is just telling you what level you're going to turn it on, what kind of music you're getting. If you had a remote control video game controller plugged in, you could change it here so that you're using like a joystick instead. Otherwise, it's just leave it on autopilot. And then you can go ahead and hide this window as well. So this window will remain white until you start BioExplorer, essentially until you start giving the game data, if it makes sense. Just to double check the connection, in the bottom left here, it should say connected to BioExplorer but not receiving data. Once you press play and you start getting some data, then the screen will fill with the spaceship and the tunnel, and you'll start playing the game. So just as an example, I'll do some playback of some old data so you can see what the game looks like when it's running. Alright, so let's play in BioExplorer data running. You'll see that the game will start. What I like to do, if you're doing a single screen display as a home trainer, I like to arrange the windows so you can see them you have the windows oriented like this. You can see the game, feedback. You can also monitor this top trace. This top trace is your raw signal, and as long as this signal looks alright, you can basically assume everything else looks fine. And there you have it. That's how you do a one-channel Somatic Vision training setup.